Hello there and welcome to some more Import Tuner Challenge. This is part 20 and what's going to be the last part of Import Tuner Challenge, as this part we're going to be taking care of the remaining Wanderers, because we got quite a bit of those to still go through. So, what I'm going to be doing through this is I'm going to be showing off the Wanderers that are remaining for me in the order that they appear. So basically the first one for me will be Kamikaze Koji, who appears on the C1, and his requirement is extremely simple. He'll just show up on the C1 every 3 days. And in fact, there he is right now. So yes, I am driving, in fact, King Speed's car just because I wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit. This car has 800 horsepower, which is insane. But is also very heavy. For over 4,000 pounds. Why is it so heavy? You would not expect that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to, you know, kind of drive something a little bit different, so I just wanted to switch things up a bit. Oh god, this thing is much more loose too. Reggie's in the game, yeah, minus the red neon. Also, Badger going what again? Why are you going what again? Is it because you heard me? Is it because you heard me doing the thing about the Patreon or what? I'm confused. Anyways, 382,000. He's an early wanderer, so I'm not surprised I didn't get that much for it. That's fine. Anyways, you're gonna be seeing this a lot, so get used to it. Okay, so Hopeless Home is next, and he's of course in the Shibuya, PA. His is pretty simple. You just have to kind of start. You have to start your day in the Shibuya, PA. 3 times. Yeah, I did stare there once. Anyways, Hopeless Home. Very simple Impreza. White, nothing major going on, just nice and simple. And it's another one of these time attack ones, unfortunately. But we'll live with it. Yes, indeed. It's nice and it's clean. I actually by the way, I technically got 2 new ones. I didn't mention what the second one is. You're just gonna have to figure out if you look at the list which one appears to be new. Apart from the one I teased. Damn, this thing is, to be fair, this thing is still really quick despite the heavy weight. This thing is like coasting easily at 215 miles an hour. So it's still a really good car. So I'm glad I bought it. It is a little short, admittedly, but it's fine in this, considering that, oh my god. Considering like almost no car is gonna be.
Where's Kaido? Where is it? Where's Kaido?
And I stared there at my screen shouting, what is going on here?
Wait a minute, that's a cheat. You cheater! Damn it, Badger, you cheated. No, seriously though, thank you for the 444. I appreciate it, my dude. Of course, if you want to do what he did, you just go click on the donations button down below. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be a dumb bun. Dumb bun, yes. Anyways. Okay. Cool. That happened. Alright, 300... Oh, hey, Austin 316,000 from that one. Nice. Alright, remember this guy, Ignorant Fool? Remember how he rejected us before? I know that car. I've seen it written up in a magazine. Would you race me? I want to brag to my friends how I raced a famous car. Yeah, basically his requirement is you have to drive a custom car. I suppose, like, the way he described that, like, when he actually challenges you, it makes sense that would be his requirement. Like, you know, he wants to kind of have that specialty of being able to say, oh, man, I went against this guy or this car. You know? You know. Okay. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be very much left back there, so, whoops. Because, you know, I basically have one of the best custom vehicles. Not the overall best, but definitely very close to one of the best. And he's gone. There needs to be a co-op mode in rally games where the game randomly generates a stage for you, but the co-driver is another player, and they're the only one who can see the stage, and they have to write out and say the pace modes to use to drive the stage. Technically, there's a race mode in Grand Theft Auto Online for that. It's called Rally, and basically, you can't. If you're the driver, you can't see the layout. The person in the passenger seat has to tell you which way to go. It's a mode that almost no one ever plays, though, so most people don't realize it's even in the game. I mean, 13 has got a pretty good point. That's what he gets for being an ignorant fool. Never suggest a custom car. Can I suggest an Evo 5? No! I wonder if Badger's gonna figure out what that second one is. Unless he already knows what it is. I played that mode once, just kind of fun. Honestly, I just don't think a lot of people. I think a lot of people just don't know it exists, which is probably why it almost never gets played. I think it's just literally is one of those cases where no one knows that the mode is in the game to begin with. So that's probably the reason.
One.
I'm about to stick $1 up your ass because I don't have 50 grand.
Badger, I don't expect anyone to just have 50 grand willing to give me. Trust me, that's a little bit ridiculous of a thing I could ask for, but it's there as a joke because maybe one day. Also, I say Badger, sorry, Inferno, my bad. I'm so used to Inferno doing stuff like and Badger doing stuff like that. I'm sorry. Thank you, Inferno, for the $1. Jesus Christ, this thing really gets... When this thing hits walls, it really just likes to stop. It just likes to stop a lot. Anyways. Let's get this guy done. Yeah! Alright. 465,000 CP. Next Wanderer. Okay, so the next Wanderer is very simple. To face this man, a lonely nihilist, all you have to do is drive out of the area entrance there. It's very simple. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then you'll get right down to the business with this guy. Blue RX-7. So two straight Wanderers in RX-7. The good news is this one is one of those I could just drain their meter down. And yeah, bit cheap, but who cares? Is he lonely like our box of nothingness? Nothing? Huh? This car really does not like walls. It really loses a lot of speed, I'm noticing. I probably will actually sell it soon because, you know, I want to make some of that money back. Alright, 509,000. Okay, so the next Wanderer is a pretty again another simple one. Is Masked Ranger, who drives a lime green Skyline coupe, and his requirement is you just need to have vertical doors on your car, which is not very relevant because it's usually only it's usually only ever seen in the view car mode. So kind of a pointless addition, but in this case, it's needed for this Wanderer, and which means I'm back in my Imprets. I've actually already gone ahead and sold the Emperor one because I believe I really only needed that for the one we faced for the custom cars, I believe. But if I do need it again, it's okay. I've still got money, so it's not a big deal. But right now, I'm more focused on, of course, taking care of those that I need to face. Fast boy. I wanted to see how fast I could get there. 237. Why does the skeleton have a heart? Yes. 573,000 CP. Now, who's going to be the next one? Okay, so the next Wanderer is a little bit different. This is Wolf's Requiem, the original leader of Windstars, who drives a purple Z32. I mean, Basically, a former team leader, now a wanderer. Now, you might be asking, why am I driving what appears to be a stock R34 Skyline? Well, the reason is, to face Wolf's Requiem, you need to be driving an unmodified vehicle. Basically, a vehicle with nothing done to it. And that's why I'm in the Skyline. Because the Skyline is the best choice. Of all the stock vehicles in the game, we might as well go with the best one. Because I could take everything off the Impreza, but that's just kind of a waste of time. And honestly, it's just easier to kind of have everything together. But as you can see, even with driving a stock Skyline, I'm still faster than Wolf's Requiem. Wolf's Requiem is not very hard to beat. You might also notice another blue arrow there. There is another Wanderer that's here. However, when I get to that one, I'm going to be switching right back to my Impreza for that one because, well, might as well use the much better car. So yeah, Wolf's Requiem, Windstar used to be the leader of Windstars. The logo, his logo even resembles that of Windstars, but of course he is now a lone wolf. Hits Mazda 32. Okay, they're Inferno. Anyways, 392,000. Okay, so I'm back in my Impreza as we take on the next wanderer here, Mosquito Lemon, who's got a very yellow SEMA. He did used to drive a 3000 GT, but since that's not in this game, well, I guess he got to be put in something, right? So you might have noticed, by the way, that I don't have music playing right now. This will be explained soon, shortly, in fact. But before I explain that, let's take care of Mosquito Lemon, shall we? Yeah, you can tell, pretty simple, pretty easy, nothing really to worry about. Of course, when you get an Impreza this quick, you would certainly never expect to have to worry about anything. Alright, done. 384,000, and now you notice that blue arrow up there? Yes, there is yet another Wanderer that has appeared on the Shinjuku line. It's a Skyline Coupe. Torrent with the host of up to 5 viewers. Thank you so much, my dude. Anyways, this is Iron Racer. What is Iron Racer's requirement? You have to turn the music off. Yes, this Wanderer will not come out and appear or face you if you don't have the music on. That is one of the most ridiculous sounding requirements for a Wanderer. It's really strange that you need to turn the music off, but it's required for this guy. Ooh. It's so bizarre that they decided we need to think of a Wanderer requirement. What kind of ridiculous thing could we consider for this guy? I know. Let's make it so that you have to turn the music off. Thank you, computer. I'll take care of that after this. So yeah, there we go. Iron Racer is done, and now we can head back for the next Wanderer. And here's what we're looking for. Caffeine times 3 in a Z33. You've got 4 3s on your license plate. Please let me race you. This guy seems to have an obsession with 3s. This guy is weird. So the interesting thing about this guy is that he's technically always driven some sort of car with a 3 as well. He had like in the earlier games he had an RX-3, and now he's in a 350Z or the Z33 fairly Z. So there's a little bit of nice continuation there. And to be fair, another thing too, that's pointed out by Inferno, the Z33 was a car that was first released in 2003. So there's a lot of 3s going on. And also I find it amusing that it gives me a ridiculously short race, the shortest time attack race in the whole game. See, done within 23 seconds. Thank you for that money. Now let's get to the next Wanderer. So, next Wanderer we have here is Tragic Matterhorn with a kind of nice, simple, decked out 350Z or Z33. It's a custom one, in fact. And as you can see, his requirement is you have to drive a Fairlady's Edge, which is pretty much the reason I never got rid of my first starter car to begin with. I did, however, give it some upgrades so it's at least faster. Now I believe this will probably be the last guy I need to drive my 350Z for, so probably I could probably sell the car after this, but I'll be double checking off screen just to be 100% certain about that. Oh yeah, oh wow, his car's quick. It was probably it's a good thing I decided to put like level S parts on it, because he's got some performance done. He's definitely got some performance done to his car too. So it's a good thing that I decided to go forward with that. Oh God, Jesus, that happened. Not a good thing to be happening, considering this guy actually is keeping up, because he's done all the things to his car. But it's fine, because once I'm done with him, then I don't think I need to worry about driving this car anymore. Oh, excuse me. Oh God. How do you get people to watch your streams? I found out I can stream Twitch straight from Xbox. Honestly, for the best thing I can advise is you kind of have to share yourself out around. I didn't get an audience just by the reason I have an audience is because I've made videos and stuff before, so people recognize who I am. So people like you just kind of have to have a bit of a platform. You kind of have to you have to be social. You got to interact with people. You got to communicate. You got to engage with other people, and it's all about getting connected with others. That's how you get people to tune in. Anyways, 556,000, and again, don't think I really need this car after this. I could probably sell it, but I will be double checking off screen to make sure of that. Okay, so I lied. It turns out I actually do have one more use for this car, and that is for this one right here that I accidentally skipped because I didn't realize it was blue when I was scrolling through it. This is Dog Ears with a yellow Skyline coupe, and his requirement is to drive a naturally aspirated car. So, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't sell this vehicle so soon, because otherwise I would not have had a naturally aspirated vehicle, because my Impreza sure as hell is not naturally aspirated. So let's just get this guy done, and then I am sure that I'm done driving this car, at least for the night section. Also, Jesus Christ, not having upgraded the handling parts of this, it's kind of crazy to come back to this car and realize, damn, this thing can't turn. But yeah, like if you're still there for the champion, all I can say is just try and get engaged with the audiences. Just check out other people's streams. If you find stuff that you like, go on Discord and and look for servers or people to talk to, and just try to build something. Don't be afraid to talk to people. The more you do that, the more you're going to have a chance of building an audience. Anyways, we're done with this guy, so let's see what's next. Okay, so the next water again takes us back to the Shibuya PA. It is tomorrow again. I like the sound you're getting out of that muffler. Do you mind if I record it? What is it with people record? Okay, you did at least ask nicely, so I'll give you a pass. So tomorrow again's requirement is you have to have an S-class muffler equipped. Simple enough. Because I've already got that on my Impreza. Okay. Red Toyota Crown with a blue neon. Simple enough. So yeah, this Wanderer, basically, because they require the S-Class muffler, it means that you won't really face them until pretty late on into the game. So, but the funny thing is, by the time you're up to this point, this guy's going to be your car is going to be so fast that he's basically going to be a cakewalk. Like, there isn't really going to be much of a challenge at all. Oh my god, I got slightly loose. Oh yeah, his name is exactly the same from Zero Tomorrow again. You're right. The Chaser is not in this game. There's a lot of vehicles that I really thought they should have added to the game, but it's like, I don't know what the situation was, whether it was like a thing with development or just something going on. I'm not sure. It's really weird. It's just, there's like nothing. Just, there's so few vehicles in this game. It's one of the only major downsides about this game, honestly. Alright, a mile to go. Yeah. It's just funny, like, it's funny that this guy has, like, this guy wants this muffler, and by the time you get to him, your car is already going to be way faster than his. So it's not, he won't really stand much of a chance. There we go, 616,000. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so now we got one last wanderer for the nighttime section of the game, West Shinjuku Assembler. And he's basically saying, I've got a lot of meters on my dashboard. Well, I like racing drivers who don't let data like that go to waste. Yeah, basically his requirement is you gotta have meters on your car. And to be safe, you should probably just put all of them on. I mean, they're 50,000 a piece, so only 200,000 total. So play it safe and put all the meters on the car. Red, but with the limest green neon you've ever seen. It is so lime. So much lime. Unfortunately, because he's the Yo-Yogi PA, it means we gotta do the long... time attack. So that's slightly annoying, but whatever. It's got to get done, so, you know, I just have to put up and shut up. Why do I got two people saying in my chat just saying no? Who do you think? Can I please have an explanation about this no? Why no? Did I do something wrong? Remember when Gran Turismo didn't have liveries? Only OGs remember. I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember, buddy. Reflexor Phoenix, explain yourselves. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. Hey, B-Ball, if you're feeling tired, man, you should get some rest. Don't let me keep you awake. No, I don't want to be doing that with people because that's not good for your health. NBT9912, thank you for following, my dude. Welcome aboard. Hope you've been enjoying the stream, my man. It's 2 p.m. Go to bed! Yeah, after I'm done streaming today, I'm gonna be hitting the gym. I'm gonna hit the gym and do some laps in the pool. I was gonna go earlier today, but I ended up waking up a bit late, so I was like, screw it, I'll go later tonight when it probably won't be as busy anyways, you know? Definitely do not. If someone gives you the option to stay up all night, unless there's a damn good reason to do so, don't do it. It's not good. It's an interesting little game. It was the last of the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, released in 2006, is Xbox 360 exclusive. I didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. That's probably why I got up late. I got up at like noon. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Fredo. Anyway, 608,000 CP. And with that, all the nighttime wanderers are done. So now let's take a look at the midnight wanderers I still got to do. Okay, you remember this guy, Silent Barbarian? He was one of the first wanderers we saw in the game. And he wouldn't face us because we didn't drive a luxury sedan. But, of course, I've now done that off screen. And there you go. Since you drive a sedan, I think we might understand one another. So, I've actually been kind of following the guide I've been using to remind myself about what I should be driving. So I just chose one of the cheaper sedans in the game, which is actually a rather good one, the Toyota Crown. And it said for this guy to kind of at least put your engine stuff to like level 4 and then have some nitrous and reduce the weight. But I decided to only just do the engine stuff, no nitrous, no weight, and I put some better tires on the car because I think that's still going to be easily enough to beat this guy, I think. But yeah, this is a guy that we saw very early on from the game, but we never had a reason to face him until now because we just didn't have the right vehicle. So now we at least do have the right vehicle, so hooray. And of course, again, because it's another one of those wretched time attack ones. To be fair, it's because he's in the PA, and every wanderer who shows up in the PA is one that you got to do. You have the time attack for. Whew, excuse me. Oh God. Okay, settle down, car. Settle down. Listen, I only have to drive you for this bit, and then I don't have to worry about driving you again. Unfortunately, this is not going to be the only vehicle I have to buy, so some of these wanted requirements, they really require you to be driving some other vehicles, so I'm trying to be careful at this point with the monies, because, not that I really have to worry too much, because I still have a decent chunk of money, but, why does this guy care so that much about what upgrade levels? No, it's not about the upgrade levels. It's the fact I put the upgrade levels to make sure that I can easily do this race. That's why. Anyways, 301,000. Yeah, because he's an early wanderer, so that's not really surprising. Okay, so the next wanderer is Iron Triangle, who is someone who only shows up on days that are multiple of 5s and will not face you unless you drive a Mitsubishi, which is exactly what I've done. Man, I'm spending all this money to get all these cars and stuff. It's a good thing the game gives you so much near the end. Now, I've not fully done up the car, and I can see that his is more done up than mine. Of course, I was originally thinking maybe I should just leave it stock. But then I realized, wait a second, this Shibuya line, that's probably not going to go well for me. In fact, I've got this car done up to 500 horsepower, and he's leaving me here. Shit. It's okay, but he's not. I think I am slowly starting to catch up. I was about to say, I've gotten so far in the game without losing, I didn't want it to start now. To be fair, we're just about to come off the line, so it should be easier come this point. And there we go. No! Oh my God, Vitz, please. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Just shrug it off. Yeah, I definitely could have probably put a little bit more in this Lancer, but I'm trying to. I don't want to end up going through all my money. I need to, because there's still like at least two or so more vehicles I need to buy. So. I know one at least I need to have multiple vehicles in my garage. So, shit. Why, game? Why you do this to me? I was trying to pull away, and then that happened. I was like, ow, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Alright, we're fine, just don't worry about it. Done. I might have had an underpowered Lancer, but I did get the job done. Anyways, I don't really need to be driving this vehicle again, so moving on. Okay, so slight change of plans. The next wander I've done a little bit is a little bit forwarded to the wander list, and that's mostly just because of trying to figure out what to do next in terms of you know, what other wanderers I'll be waiting for. So next we have here is Loyal Knights. It's rare to find guys like you who drive one car for the long haul in this consumer society in which we live. I like that. Let's race. So Loyal Knight's requirement is your car has to have over 621 miles on it. The Impreza that I'm in has almost 1,000. So yeah, to say we definitely meet his requirement would be an understatement. And yes, unfortunately, it's the Yoyogi PA, which means it's the long of one of these dreaded time attacks. So whatever. So yeah, we just have to get this taken care of, and then we can hopefully kind of put ourselves a little bit more back, just a little bit more back on track. Just a little. Yeah, at least this is the good thing about driving my cars. It's so fast. Having occasionally rewatching your TXR2 LP, I remember some of the symbols, but not the names, being someone who's never... Well, yeah, a lot of the wanderers and stuff are very much from previous games. It's just their names don't always remain the same. TXR2, the thing with TXR2 is, for whatever reason, Crave decided to rename everybody, like the vast majority of all the wanderers. So their names don't really match up as much anymore for a lot of them. I don't know why they did it like that, but they did it because, sure, I guess. Alright. Still gonna be a little while before we get there, because unfortunately this is one of those, you know. Oh, god damn it. This guy yeah, he did drive. Once upon a time, he did in fact drive the old Hakusuka. Back in my day, I remember when he had the old C10, and now he just has an R32. So. Yeah, would be neat to see what the true speeds of cars would be if there was no speed cap. To be fair, TXR3 has a speed cap, and it's worse. Cars are restricted to go less than 200, cannot go up beyond 230 miles an hour. So. Okay. Whew, that was fun. Unfortunately, the car had to try to swing back, but whatever. And there we go. So 608,000 for that guy. So I decided to come back out because whilst we're still going to be waiting for people for some other requirements, let's get some of these other ones that are out here right now. So we have here first Gentle Rain, who will not face you until you have an S-Class body tune equipped. So, again, another wanderer that you won't face until much later on in the game. But yeah, it's gonna be, by this point, he's gonna be a simple one because he's got a sedan and stuff, and, you know, S-Class body tune in a car like this, it's gonna be so light that it's just gonna take off like a rocket, so, oops. Sucks to be Gentle Rain in this case. I know I was going to try and do it like the proper order of, try to do it by numbers, but it's just, with the way some of these night wanderers are set up, it's midnight ones. It's kind of easy to just kind of get them at my own chance. Also, hello Reaper. This was the wanderer I had originally considered even coming out here to begin with. Was this guy right here, Last Flight, who's got a white RX-7. The requirement just says likes to race where the battle is as short as possible, which is like, you know, but hey, I mean we got a requirement, so just face him and kick his ass, Austin. No, that is not your white charisma. There is, or I'll show you after I've done this guy what your white charisma is. Because in this game, he actually does exist. Thick. I know you're taking the piss, but you know, I'm gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna show you anyways. Anyway, 621,000. So let's head back. Okay, so whilst I'll still be waiting a bit for the next guy, Matsushichi the Second, or Matsushichi the Second is who we'll be facing, and his requirement: you have to beat Matsushichi the First. Quick question here: what is your opinion on the sounds at Forza Horizon 3? They're fine. They're better than Horizon 4, but I wouldn't say they're anything amazing. It's just a shame that they got worse after Horizon 3. The good news this time, Reaper, is there is no Funabashi Hooligan requirement. There's no wanderer that requires me to go to every single PA this time in one run. As far as I know. So nothing absurdly tedious this time, just a regular tedious. Because God, Funabashi Hooligan could suck my ass. That one requirement was fucking awful. Okay, there we go, and back in and out. Alright, so next wanderer is Jet Skater with a very green 180SX with a purple neon. Requirement for Jet Skater is you have to have nitrous equipped on your vehicle and will show up on days that are a multiple of 4. So basically nothing too ridiculous, just you just gotta do some math. Oh yes. Oh yeah, the fucking money conversion there. That's just, yeah, it's such a pain. Well, Weirdo was here. He was here earlier, but I guess he must have gone off to do something, or maybe one of the Vine Sauce guys streaming. I don't know. So I recently dug up my Opus dev build for my XDK debug build. Isn't that from that build that got leaked or something? I still need to actually grab that. I want to just screw around with it for fun. Since fully porting, I mean, if you think they would, I would say some of them are definitely better for sure. All right. Anyways, 449,000, and back we go. Anyway, so next up we have is Craftsman Manab, who will only face you if you have upgraded aero parts and shows up on Tuesdays. Basically, game was this wanderer, only on Tuesdays. And yes, he in fact drives an old S30 Fairlady Z. Without a wing. But who needs a wing? Better yet, who needs the challenge? Because this guy apparently does not have a challenge. His challenge is set to no. That is definitely not. I'm pretty sure it's not. So yeah, this guy is piss easy. His car is not much tuned up. That's not my JDM Wii machine. I know, right? It's not at all. Not at all. Anyways, there we go. 390,000. And back we go. Okay, so the next wanderer requires the drive of an RX-8. with less than 62 miles on the odometer. So basically, just buy a new one. Buy a new one for this guy. And because this is the cheapest car in the game, I've actually kind of gone... I actually have gone ahead and put all the good power stuff onto it. Apparently, so is he. Because with this car, you know, it doesn't cost too much to do, and also to be fair, this car is I'm also gonna need this car for another person, so I'm gonna hold on to it. And then as well, with this particular car, it's gonna help with another requirement I have done because of the other wanderers I faced. So, you know, getting multiple done in one run is basically the way I'm treating it. Okay, so at least this guy is almost done and over with. So, whoops, kind of screwed up a little bit. It's okay. My PC is an NVIDIA. I have an NVIDIA system. I have an RTX 2070. Also 457,000 CP. Next wanderer. Okay, so the next wanderer takes us to the Tatsumi PA's Waste Hakujin. He says, "You got more cars than I do. You got some nerve. I'm gonna trash you, but good. I'm gonna trash you, but yes." So Waste Hakujin's requirement is you have to own 5 cars in your garage. At least 5 cars. You can have more than 5 cars if you want. But anyways, Waste Hakujin, green S15 Sylvia, and yes, because it's a PA, that means we gotta do another one of these. So, boo. You already know how I feel about these many times. I'll need to do things with. I'll need to figure out what to do with those at some point. I'll need to make some things for points. I need to figure out what I can actually. I need to figure out what I can actually use set some up for. It's like to make it so that I can make it more worth it for people to use their points. End stream reward. What is your idea that I could do with them? I did actually have something in the mind. Like I was thinking, like, you know how I have those challenge series videos? I can make it like a certain amount of points. You can request a challenge, regardless of how many you have queued up. But I'll figure that out as time goes on, really. How do I spend points? Wait a second. Oh, man. Excuse me. Pardon me. Don't mind me. And there we go. $701,000. Okay, so next up we have is Firestorm Streamer, who has a blue 180SX. Simple enough. And you gotta be nuts to take on the Metro with such standard tires. I like it. Let's race. Okay, so the challenge requirements for Firestorm Streamer, if you couldn't guess from what he said, you gotta drive with normal tires. You have to take off the tires you have and just use standard ass tires. Sounds crazy, but because you're on this PA, the Shibuya, the mostly fast one, it's not actually going to be that bad, especially if you got a car as fast as mine. So I bet this guy has a mixer account. What the fuck? Hey, Reaper, you want to know something? Hey. I'm on Mixer. Just take some ball junkyard tires. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna thrash the road, and there's gonna be tire marks all over the place and shredded bits everywhere after I'm done here, But it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna run on my rims. I thought that's how you're supposed to do it, I thought that was how it's supposed to be treated. Reaper, you need to. Listen, that man who just could be named Thunder. How could you do that to Thunder? That poor Thunder. Oh my God, I'm not moving the car at all, but when it goes over the bumps, it gets crooked. Has there ever been a Wanderer that requires to lose one race? As far as I know, not that I can think of, no. And there we go. Nice. Alright, so next up we have is Mad Fat. That's not an emergency notification, Windows, please. Mad Fat has a kind of a grayish super with a big old green neon, and his requirement is not really one at all. He just shows up after the in-game days is 90 or more. So basically, this is one of those wanderers that won't show up until, the time has very much progressed. Yeah, Badger went to bed. He was here. Badger was in here earlier. He even said such like, I'm going to go to bed. Like I have to be up it's 2 a.m. I got to be up at like 6 a.m. So he's already off to sleep. I know when I'm done here when I'm finished streaming this, I'm probably gonna go down to the gym. That would be like infuriating if they did that. Anyways, next wander. All right, now we finally have made it to the last of the Midnight Wanderers, and it is Death Driver. This is a more special wanderer, as you can tell, very customized, decked out black RX-8 with some yellow and a bit of a purple glow. So, this guy in particular, Death Driver, has a slightly annoying requirement. The requirement for him is you have to find out that the guy exists. You have to discover his rumor. If you don't discover his rumor, he's not showing up. So his is slightly annoying. But nevertheless, we've done it. This is I've somehow managed to find out that the guy exists by going into the stuff. So this is just the last guy we gotta face, and then it's on to Daybreak. Alright, and there we go. 631,000 CP. Alright, now, finally done with the Midnight Wanderers, so it's time to do the Daybreak Wanderers. Okay, so the next Wanderers, the first for me for what's left for Daybreak, is Shonen Affair, who drives a blue RX-7, and his requirement is you gotta be driving a rotary car, which means either an RX-7 or an RX-8, so I pulled my RX-8 out. And also the fact that he shows up on Thursdays only. So only on Thursdays. Yeah, I already sold off all my other vehicles except for the RX-8. This was the reason I held on to the RX-8 was for this guy. So it's simple enough, right? Because then after this I could sell this RX-8 off. There is still one guy left who still will require me to drive a certain vehicle. So I'll still have to go buy that, but at least there's only going to be one more, and so I won't have to worry too much more about how much money I'm spending. try to make this a fast rotary. Okay. Seeing the road you're... Imagine playing this game in one of the buildings next to this highway in real life and seeing the road you're driving on. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually happened for people in Japan. Anyways, $455,000, and now I don't need this RX-8 anymore. Okay, so next Daybreak Wanderer is Unbalanced Ishii in a very simple white S15 Sylvia. But what is Unbalanced Ishii's requirement? Despite the fact that it doesn't look like their car has it, which means hypocrite for asking for this requirement. Their requirement is the front and rear wheels of your car have to be different from each other, since they can't not be the same wheel. So why is it then that that person does not have different wheels, and yet I do? What an asshole. Person says they want this, but as it turns out, doesn't actually... fucking prick. Alright, so at least we're going to get this person done. And hey, the good news is there's another Wanderer up here too, so we're going to get another one done as well. Thank you very much. And yes, more money because I've sold my RX-8 now because I don't need that vehicle anymore. Alright, so we got next then. Oh hey, it is the one driver from that one team that lasted one game then became a Wanderer ever since. Speedbox. Speedbox requirement is you have to defeat the member Phantom Babe from top level. That's it. Nothing else. So, let's get Speedbox done, shall we? So, you know, having two in one go here is always fine and dandy. Yeah, he's always been an interesting one. Started off with an NSX because Speedbox used to be an NSX only team in the first game. Then Speedbox disbanded after that and became he became his own entity by the second game. And then Speedbox, not Speedy, not in a box. So that was the fucking okay, Reaper, you know, it's not trying to be literate. And done. 692. Nice. Anyways, back. Oh, hello. Game's taking control of me. So, yeah, whilst I was trying to get a requirement for another Wanderer, I ended up passing through the Rainbow Bridge. And because along the way I was racing people, like 3 people and whatnot, I've suddenly been taken over and challenged by Dauntless Alexander in a green R32 Skyline. Oh, I know what Wheelin' Modified is. I know it's a fork of NASCAR. I just don't know anything about, like, how they actually run and their stuffs and whatnot. Sus, yo. Hello, 1GP. I'm just trying to get all the Wanderers done in this game. I'm trying to 100% the game, getting close, but just doing the most tedious part of it right now. Alright, but yeah. Oh, Jesus. Is he going to turn? Okay, yeah, he's going to turn. But yeah, so I'm actually kind of glad now that I was trying to get one down and then get another one down at the same time, like coincidentally, because I went down that way. So there you go. That's one way to show you how to get Dauntless Alexander out of the way. And nice. Okay, so the next one we have here is Shimo Kitazawa, 2000cc. His requirement is you have to have driven at least 20 plus kilometers in a day. The game says 20 miles, but according to the guide, it's actually 20 kilometers. And he only shows up on weekends, so Saturday or Sunday. So a little bit of work I had to do to get to this guy. This was the person I was actually doing before Dauntless Alexander suddenly showed up. How much waters are left? A few, an amount. I think there's at least a little over 10 left. 10 left to go. And there we go. All right, now that straight stretch is over, and now I can head back inside. Okay, so the next wander we have is one that I've shown before, that I haven't beaten before. It's Free Tree, where you need to have a standard exhaust. That's right, if you care about the environment, the modified mufflers are out of the question. You're an idiot. Because see, if you actually cared about the environment, you would know that you wouldn't want a car that has an engine or gas combustion anyways. You're just, this guy just, he don't think proper. He don't think about the real consequences. Exhaust bottleneck. No, it ain't gonna hold me back. No, not at all. It's gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Besides, the guy's got a big old sedan. Yeah, exactly. It's like you care that much about the exhaust. Having a custom exhaust is not gonna suddenly be way worse for the environment. It's gonna produce about the same carbon emissions as any traditional exhaust would. So you know, fellas. One GP, please. Oh God. Did not mean to do that. I'll see myself out. Okay. Reaper. Someone's seeing themselves out. Kappa. Alright. Ray tracing. God damn it. I wasn't being serious, but hey. Alright, anyway, there we go. Free tree is done. I have defeated the hypocrite. Right, so the next guy is a pretty simple one. It is a wanderer with a special kind of vehicle, Stalking Hammer, who's got a very kind of special looking Toyota Celsior. I believe that is a Celsior. Got like some flames and stuff, so all kind of looks all the part. And his requirement is actually kind of simple. You just need to own 2 of the same car. So if you want to make it easy for yourself, just go and buy 2 of Rolling Guy number 1's car, because that only costs 1 million CP per car. So in total, you get 2 cars and you only pay 2 million for it. So yeah, if you want to save money, and still meet his requirement, that's the easiest way to do it. Oh yeah, did I put the tires back on this car after I was finished with them? I might not have. I'll have to double check. I might have, but I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, from Rhino. Wait, did Rhino actually 100% this game, or did he just play through a bunch of it? Anyways, and done. Alright, so the next wanderer to face is Midnight Silverwolf, whose requirement is very simple. You have to be driving a car that, well, that was made before the 2000s, a pre-90s car. So that's why suddenly I'm now driving a Z32. I don't know how much he's done to his car. It doesn't seem like it's too much, though. I did some things to make sure, just to be on the safe side. Oh, hey, look, there's another person on the Shibuya line down here. I wonder if I can actually face them with this car. I will attempt. The keyword is attempt. I know, right? Exactly, right? The guy is called Midnight Silver Wolf, but he shows up in Daybreak. I'm not sure about it being midnight. There we go. 200 miles an hour! And we're going to come up to whoever this person is with a massive whack. This is huge. Alright, so who is this? Oh, yes, Bright Age. Bright Age is a wanderer, and Bright Age's requirement is you have to end the day in the Shibuya Line area for 5 or more days in a row during daybreak. I didn't do that in a row, though. That's weird. Huh. Okay, whatever. Should be a simple one because it's just an S15 Sylvia, so shouldn't be anything overly hard. Don't even have to switch the cars. Okay, that Sylvia is a little bit faster than I thought, but it's fine. Because now this is where I'll be losing them. No, I can't see it being the fact that it has something to do with the silver. I think it's just they gave him that name and didn't realize, oh wait, we're putting him in daybreak. I don't think they ever questioned it. That's not an emergency alert. I don't care about what someone found in Reddit. And yes, there's actually a bit of a surprise as this wanderer has a backup wanderer. A wanderer amongst the wanderers. This is Shinji the Harbinger, who basically, yeah, you don't even need to worry about a requirement because they show up once you're facing Bright Age, so. So yeah, let's just take care of these two. If anything, because they're both wanderers, the money amount might actually be pretty decent. We'll have to find out. But yeah, would have been better to use the Impreza for these two cars, obviously, but you know, they were already out there, so I thought might as well just get them done, right? Makes sense. I'm still better around the corner, so. And plus, this is the last notable car I need for a specific wanderer, I think, at this point. The remaining wanderers don't need anyone else, I think, for myself to be driving specifically. Oh yeah, the rotary dudes. It's the one where it's a wanderer or something, and then two of them show up or something like that. Anyways, there we go. Yeah, I was right. 1.4 million CP for those two. Pretty good. Pretty good. Anyways, time to go back. Alright, so back to another PA. It's the Kibashi PA for Daybreak with Speed Coaster and a yellow S15 Sylvia. You got a serious head of steam worked up when you race. Do you like roller coasters by any chance? Yes. So, Speed Coaster's requirement is your average speed in a race has to be, like, your overall average race speed in battles has to be over at least 100 miles an hour, which is not very hard to do because if you save her for later, especially by the time you get your car all done up like this, you're gonna be like doing much greater speeds than that on normal. My average is sitting close to 140, I think. So yeah, easily I've got Speed Coaster's requirement. Hers is not that hard to do. You could say, Castrol, it's just a ghost world or something. Oh, this video, even with all the edits and everything done to it to shrink out all the extra bits, it's gonna be well over. It's definitely gonna be over an hour. I can tell. Definitely gonna be over that hour mark. Oh god. Well, that happened. That indeed happened. That was a little roller coaster ride for me right there. Right there. Okay. Not even, look, I'm not even using the left hand. Oh, I have to a little bit now, so I don't... Jesus Christ, I can't believe I did it again. All right, that's fine. Don't worry about it. 750,000 on the nose. Cool. I like that it was right on the nose. Okay, so the next wanderer we have to face is Jumpstart Maki in a blue Nissan Sima. The specs mean your car isn't likely to interfere with my initial burst to speed off the starting line. So, why does he say that? Because his requirement is you have to not have any nitrous on your car. So, no nitrous. So, I had to go and take the nitrous off my car to face him, so... It's fine. He's got a big sedan, and I've got a pretzel that's still very fast even without the nitrous. So he's you can say he's kind of boned. So sucks to be him. Okay. Nitrous hater. Either way, he will lose for choosing that direction. No, he's just gonna lose for choosing. No, he's just gonna lose for the fact he's in that car and I'm in this car. He's in a bit of a situation that he knows he cannot win. Now you Cena, now you don't. Now you John Cena, now you don't. I'll leave now. No, you stay here. I'm gonna smack you. If you leave, you have to donate. Imagine someone said that for real. Like someone said, like, if you leave, you must donate. No, I'm not gonna. If someone actually did that, I would smack them in the face. Weirdo, I was a joke. I was a joke. Listen, weirdo. I know I want to punch you in the nose. I'm gonna beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You'll donate a ban. Wow, why'd you do that to Sack Boy? Poor Sack Boy. He didn't deserve that. I want to punch you in the face. Ow. My face is going to be ringing after that. But no, if someone actually was like that, I would want to punch them in the face because I don't actually want people to do that about me. My nephew rented Mario Maker 2 in the Please don't tell me you drew a penis. Okay. Thank God. I was about to say, I swear to God, if the first thing he did was drew a penis. Alright, there we go. 730. Half an hour and already lost my mind. Well, that's Joel for you. Anyways, a few more to go. Just a few more. I realized I forgot to put the nitrous back on this car. Oh, well, don't need it right now. Anyways, so the first wanderer we have here, out of two that's going to be in this area, is Free Mebashi. I say this area because of a thing. So... The requirement for Free Mebashi is you have to have a sticker of the team, The Bone, on your car. So have that sticker and then you can face them, so. Can't end if you can't get the 1 million CP. TXR3 did end. You saw me do it on stream. I swear. It does technically, if you own the Japanese version, it can technically end, because that glitch doesn't exist in that version. It's specifically the sticker of the bone. It says in the guide you have to use the bone sticker, so. If you found their rumor, it would even say in the game probably that the bone. Well, of course not song requests are enabled. This is getting uploaded to YouTube. Alright, so that person is done. Yep, you see it's next. Not Free Roam next. There is a wanderer that will challenge you immediately after beating Free Mebashi. And it's Punchline here in Ishii. That's so. Also, thank you for the follow, Yellow Sky _97. You happen to join in around the time I've nearly actually finished the game, ironically enough. But still thank you for stopping by nonetheless. So yeah, I have one more wanderer after this, and then the big boy. If you have 1 million CP, the FBI gonna kick down your door, and you will be the clink. The clink! Yes, the clink. Oh dear. Okay. So almost done with this guy. Yeah, this is made by Genki. This is a Genki game. And there it goes. Another 690,000. So we're super close to the game now. One more Wanderer to go. One more. Alright, so here we are, the last Wanderer in the game. The last person that's keeping us from 100%ing the game. It is Tsujikiri Gambler with a red 180SX. His requirement is fairly simple. The days in the game's days have to add up to 9. The guide says it has to be a multiple of 9, but the game says it adds the digits of 9. Although ironically, I'm playing this at day 108, which is also a multiple of 9. So I don't really know where the truth completely lies. But yeah, I got the proper tires back on. The car is back to its proper glory. And yes, what about this? The last Wanderer I have to face in the game is a 180SX. Could have been different if I did it in a different route, but nope. At least this time, the last Wanderer is not one that's a massive pain in my asshole. Here's looking at you, Funabashi Hooligan from THR3. Alright, there we go. Back to over 30 million. And yeah, I don't think I really have to say anything about that. After being absent from the game from THR3, he comes back with a vengeance in Import Tuner Challenge. Again, with his familiar old blue Fairlady Z. And yes, he's still really fast. But does that really surprise you? Probably not. Though, of course, he still has to abide to the AI guidelines of, whoops, you gotta kind of slow down more for these turns than I do. Sorry about that, bud. Yep, he's definitely back there. He definitely keeps a lot closer than the other ones because he actually does have speed, but unsurprisingly, of course, you will still outdo him in the corner, so because that's just how the AI is in this game. Yeah, now because of these corners, I've pretty much lost him for good. And there we go. 100G, there's a total prize of 1.5 million CP, but how much is the bonus? 100 million CP. A big stack of cash. And there you go. That's the game. Hey, wow, that's like 40 bucks. Listen, weirdo, the yen is still valuable. And you get to see all these little cutscenes and stuff. I like how it says passing vistas. Feels like I need to look at some of these cutscenes because you get to see like earlier versions of some of the cars in game. Because you can tell that these cars are not quite their final. They look like their final form, but aren't quite, especially around the wheels. But there we go, guys. We did it. That is another game down. And I got people banging on drums, like some really low quality drums. Oh boy, you get to see the US team responsible for bringing this over. Masao Kabayashi, the localization specialist. At least I got someone who understands the language better. David O. David O. I like that. Sam Saliba. Brady Watkins. Alan Leah. Nothing too notable there. Leishan. What are you jeezing about? Yeah, it's more like, I know. More like $1 million. EMEA team, I don't know what that means. People jumping on me balls. But jumping on balls is fun, don't you know? But yeah, at this point, I don't really recognize that these names are a bit harder. It's George Scarlett, maybe, kind of. Skaboo. Done with CBT. Listen, this is Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Special thanks, Papa. Thanks, Papa. Okay, I guess we weren't able to look at all the Genki ones, hey. But yeah, there we go. That's it. Our final win, our final record is 405 wins, not a single loss, and 3 draws. If I didn't have those 3 draws, I've had a perfect winning average. But what can you do? Sometimes the game likes to dick you when it comes to draws and stuff, and just try to surprise you. And yeah, it really shouldn't be a surprise. You can buy the car, because why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you? Costs 19 million CP. Has 733 horsepower. 735.7 pound-feet of torque. Weighs just over, only slightly, over 2,000 pounds. You could basically say getting this car means you're going to have a fun time driving it. And of course, might as well go with the theme. Yeah, of course I'm doing it because I love the S30. Who do you take me for? And there we go. There's your car. And with that, that is Import Tuner Challenge. That I'm not surprised that people really wanted me to play this. They definitely got some intention for it because it is a fun game. It's one of the more interesting ones in the series. Technically, it's the easiest, to be honest. But for some people, that actually might be a good thing. It's kind of one of the easiest ones I think to really kind of get into in terms of this series. It's not going to be for everyone, but hey, I enjoy it, so that is what it is. So, Import Tuner Challenge is done. So the next stream LP, which is, as I mentioned before, this is going to be the final segmented LP in the series. I don't really on my channel. I mean, because I don't really want to do these. I don't want to do these segments of stuff anymore because that kind of takes time and everything. And oh yeah, just before I finish off, I will show that there is in fact a keep garage option. So as you can see there, the keep garage is as you think. You start off the game, but you get to keep the cars you had. So if you ever wanted to play through the game again, but wanted to kick everyone's ass like there was no tomorrow, you can, in fact, do this. But anyways, like I said, this is going to be the last segmented LP I do on the channel because, well, doing these segmented LPs takes time and effort, and I'm not, and as someone who's kind of become very sour of YouTube, sour on YouTube over the years, I don't really want to keep going with this sort of thing. It's just not something I'm really happy with, and you know, I'm gonna still have like stream archives and stuff. So next up though is a game that people have been waiting for me to come back to probably do for years. We're talking years. And that is Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. That is going to be the next game I do as a stream. So, yeah, some people have really been saying that. So, stay tuned with that. because that's going to be coming real soon. So anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this LP. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button when you want to see my other videos come up, because you definitely want to check those out. You can also come watch us live as it happens at twitch.tv/ThunderTHR. You can come and follow me on Twitter if you want to see me talk about things for reasons or another. You can come join us on Discord. You can just ask me questions, Curious Cat, or you can support the channel either through the subscribing onto my Twitch, donations, or Patreon pledges. Speaking of which, thank you to both Toxic Honey Badger and Monday Bear 21 for your excellent support over on Patreon. Thank you guys so much, and I will check you guys out again on the next one.